enough mason jar. The more space we have, the better the outcome. One emergency LED candle that you can find at the Dollar Tree. Some AAA batteries to make your candles work, of course. Some floral foam. This is going to be the base of our project, and we are going to be cutting this in half, so you will need a knife as well. Some reindeer moss to cover up the floral foam, and an assortment of flowers. You can go crazy with this, add a bunch of different flowers and textures and colors, or just keep it rather simple. It's all up to you. For some extra added touches, I have these blue butterflies that I got at Dollar Tree and these gold buttons from Walmart that were rather inexpensive. And for the finishing touch, some beautiful ribbon. So I do want to mention that this is a collab with two of my good friends, Elise and Cherie. They are both doing very snazzy, affordable DIYs, and I will have their channels at the very end, so definitely stay tuned for that. So I'm going to start off with the top of the mason jar, and I'm taking the green floral foam, and I'm cutting it in half as you see there, and I'm taking the smaller portion of it. That's what I'm going to be using at the base. And I'm taking the base of the LED candle, and as you can see, I am pressing it into the floral foam, and then I'm going to be cutting around it. And then that is where I'm going to be placing the candle back into the mason jar. So the measurements will be about 2 3/4 inches. That's the entire width of the floral foam, because I did cut around the foam as well. So then I'm going to be adding the moss on top of it and also on the sides of it with a glue stick. And so that's going to be adding a little bit more width, so you definitely want to make sure that there is enough space to actually fit inside of the mason jar. You don't want it too snug, but you want it snug enough where it's not going to fall out. So then we are going to add the floral foam onto the back of the top of the mason jar, and I'm just pressing firmly, making sure the glue is nice and intact. And then I'm going to trim the sides, making sure that none of the moss is sticking out and it's nice and clean. So now it's time to cut and arrange my flowers, so you will need a wire cutter for this part. And I am going to make sure that all of my flowers are not too long, that they fit the mason jar appropriately, and then I'm going to be placing them onto the floral foam, making sure that they are nice and secure. So this is the part to get really fun and creative. The LED candle, and you definitely could do this before you add the flowers. Now I did it the other way around, but either way is fine. So that is how it's going to look. Make sure it's nice and secure, and then I'm adding my blue little butterfly, and I wish I had a yellow butterfly because it's more of a contrast in color, but I went with the blue one because that is all I had, but I still think it's very beautiful. So now I'm going to spruce up the part of the lid that shows. I am taking the glue dots and this beautiful bright yellow ribbon that I got at Walmart for I believe just $1, and I'm taking the glue dots instead of the glue stick because the glue stick tends to be bulky and the glue dots lay the ribbon nice and flat. So that is going to add a pop of color. So this part is optional, guys, but this is personally my favorite part. I love these golden buttons, and what I'm doing here, I'm taking the wire cutters and I'm cutting off the loops to the buttons. That way they lay nice and flat on my lid. And I am taking my glue gun and I'm gluing them on. So I'm taking the bigger golden button and adding this to the center, and then I'm taking these smaller buttons and adding them to the sides of the bigger button. And I just love the entire look of it because it adds a very shabby chic vintage look, and I'm totally digging it, and I hope you're digging it too. This is also a good way to conceal where the ribbon ends and where the ribbon begins. And then lastly, you want to encapsulate and secure your floral arrangement and your nightlight inside of the mason jar. Make sure everything is nice and snug and everything fits correctly, and then apply your beautiful decorated lid and you're ready to go. Be sure to check out these two fabulous ladies. Cherie and Elise always brighten my day, and I can't wait to see what DIYs they come up with. It's going to be snazzy and affordable, and you guys will love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoy DIYs and you want to see more from me, then give this video a thumbs up and I shall make more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.